Hello, I'm now in the commercial bit for Netley Marsh Steam and Craft Fair. I'm going to go around mostly the exhibitions. I'll probably do a bit of that tomorrow, but I don't know, I'm going to try and catch as much as I can this weekend. But we start off with a Land Rover, looks like a Series 2A, used to be with the Dorset Fire Brigade. And then we find a Ford Escort van, which used to be with BT, which used to be British Telecom, post office telephones. Yeah.
Yeah, so an hour.
Yeah, so this is BT, which used to be British Telecom after they privatised post office telephones. But I'm going to walk up here now. There's an old Bedford van, which looks like a CF250. Again, it's a camper version of it. I wonder how much it is to hire something like that when you go out camping. So if you want to do the Santa Pod experience. So we're going to make our way round because there was only about 3 vehicles in that row. That's a LF Euro 5 180. Looks like, I think that's a Mercedes. Oh, Euro 6 actually. DAF. So it's from 2016. It's a DAF, and its life is essentially crap, really, because it's a Portaloo emptying machine. If we have a look here, we see a Ford Transit van, R-Edge, so about 1997. Go along to a Land Rover Series 2A and a Land Rover 110. The Series 2A 1980, I think, 1980. There's a Land Rover 110, the 1986 model, chunky tyres. This looks to be an AFS auxiliary. I don't know, that's a Series 1, I think. I think that might be a Series 1. Yeah, Series 1, I think, that one, AFS. If we go down here, we see a Volvo F10 intercooler with a container used as a caravan. It's great, that does. Right, now we see a DAF lorry, 1983, 2500 turbo intercooling. You can tell it's way back when because it's got telex on it. I don't know what a telex actually was. I think it's some sort of, I think a telex was like a fax machine or something. But I have just spotted a Volvo F10 intercooler known as the Big Blue. It's a 1988 model. 1988 lorry. Oh, it's got the address from Heathfield. Been through Heathfield. It's a nice enough area, it is. It's quite alright down Heathfield. But if we go to the left, we got a, says it's a Ghana Model AE 2-ton lorry. Okay. Not really sure. They must have been made in England, I suppose. But I'm just trying to think what sort of engine that might have had, so I might have to consult my incredibly useful guide. So has it got a number? I'll have to consult the guide, I think, at some point. But next to that is a Nissan pickup, 1996, I think. And we see a really big Foden now, C-Reg, so yeah, so that's a Yes, so it's a Foden. Not sure which one it is. I think it's STGO Cat 2R. But I'm going to have a look. I've seen worse driving. Yeah, so this is a Foden of some kind. I'm going to move along now because I've just spotted a couple of... I think this is an old time fun fair lorry. Just trying to think what this is. I'm going to take a closer look, but it looks like it's a Leyland diesel engine in there with 2 filters. So it's an old time fun fair from Woorwood, Dorset. So this is Sir Amos on the top. And I think it's got 4-wheel drive. It's a Scamel. That is a Scamel. Yeah, so and it looks like there's another Scamel next to it. And this time they got the... So you got Sir Amos and Sir Winston to the left of it. And if we move along slightly, we see another Scamel with a Gardner 180. I think that might be a diesel engine. Gardner, I think, only really made diesel engines. So there's a... If we just go around here, you can see 3 Scamels in a row. Let's take a look at this, closer look at this one. This looks like... Is it... It's another Leyland diesel engine. So 2 of the Scamels have got Leyland diesel engines. One's got a Gardner. I must really read up on the Gardners at some point because they were quite a brilliant diesel engine for their time. There's a caravan there. So right, I'm going to go around here now because there's a... It's actually a Bedford, looks like a Bedford Dormobile. Here it is. Yeah, so that's a Bedford Dormobile camper. Next to that's a Bedford TK860. There's a livestock transport lorry when it was actually working and doing stuff. If we move up here, we see a Land Rover Series 1. So I think this must be a Series 1. And we see a Bedford, yeah, so a 1937 Bedford WLG horse box. What's the size of the engine? 2.7 litre. Okay. If we move along here now, we see a Boughton RB44. Looks a bit like one of these Chevy vans or a Dodge van or something. Look at the size of that. This must be a Royal Signals type vehicle. Next to that's a Bedford Rascal in the form of a camper van. Never try a Scandinavian flicking it, you might just tip it over. And we go up here, we see a Scania 82M in tour bus. Oh, that is good, that is really brilliant. Right, just gotta... Okay, the Williams family Bedford. Crazy thing is, it's got a sign in it saying Broyle Country Show. I was there a month ago, or about a month ago, so good show. Bit of a hot one though. There's a Ford lorry of some kind, D1414 I think what that is, 19 1977. No, 1975 actually. Yeah, 1975. Yeah, get my years wrong. Another Ford lorry here. There's a recovery lorry, 1986. There's a old Foden here. Yeah, look at, there's an old Foden here, and it's got the cranking handle to start it. Look at that. It's got a Bedford lorry here from the 1930s, perhaps 1930s. I think, oh, there's a similar one next. What is that one next to it? I think that's an Austin. Yeah, 1947 Austin K4 Brewer's Dray. And next to that's a Leyland, which got the Leyland diesel, and it's a Leyland Hippo, which I've never really heard of. Oh, look, oh, it's a Leyland trailer. Cool. Right, I'm just going to go around here now because I've just spotted a few more sort of lorries. I'm going to wait for the steam engines to return and then video them. Go on a bit of a video round. Oh, I better get out of the way. There's a Lu Pong lorry coming past. Yeah, so what's this one? This one is an ERF with a Cummins diesel in it. What is that? Yeah, so it's got Cummins diesel in it, engine in it. It doesn't really say much else. Here's another Ford Transit, a 1988 model, so chances are the minibus version of one of these was probably used at the school I went to. When they probably finally got round to replacing it. If we look down here, we see what's that one? That's a Comma. No, it's a Bedford Comet. It says Comet on it. So the badge also says Leyland, so it must be a Leyland diesel engine they're using. Next to that is a Leyland Tiger Cub coach. So that's a Leyland Tiger Cub. Lovely bus. That is such a nice bus. I think they should have that on one of the bus routes at least once. That would be great. And just to let you know, and in case you can't read the badge, what's that in the middle? It's a Tiger Cub with a really big smile on his face. Either because a bus is named after him, or it's because he's managed to catch a turtle or something. I don't know. Smiling a bit much. Didn't know cats could smile like that. If we go next to it, there's an AEC, and I think that's a Matador. That looks like a Matador, I think. They were used by the army during the conflict of 1939 to 1945 against Germany and other places, but then they were sold off after the war. Oh, I mentioned it. So sold off after the war, and you know, like fairgrounds would use these, and they'd have generator sets on the back of them. This one looks like a towing rig. Yeah, so there's a towing rig on the back of it. Let's go take a look at this towing rig, shall we? But yeah, I'd like to see this. I'd like to see. There we are. So there's a crane rig, and it's like a towing rig, really. Oh, right. I'll make a note of that because that's the next vehicle. I've got to go to it. Yeah, so that was looking at the AEC Matador. If we go down here, there's a Austin, and it says it's 1960, but what one is it? Next to that is another AEC. What's that one? That's a okay. That's a AEC Mammoth Major. AEC meaning Associated Engineering Company. We go down a bit further, we see a AEC Matador Mark II, used as a transport lorry in its life, had the starting handle on the front of it, kind of something. Okay, there's a truck called Albion. That's a C123 small stock truck. Four-cylinder side valve, about 25 horsepower, 4-speed box. Ah. But when did they actually put that together? Right, I'm going to make my way round now because I've just spotted there's a couple of vehicles by Thames being the commercial arm for Ford at one point. If we look at this one, this says Fordson, Fordson being their sort of so this is a Fordson Major Thames. Ford Motor Company used to have a commercial arm called Thames. Fordson made tractors, but sometimes it got a bit interchanged. Looking to my left now is a Thames 15. So that's a 19. Well, the number plate says 1963 because that system only come in then. Next to that is another Thames. This time, so it's a Ford product. It's a Thames of some kind, not sure what. I'm going to film these steam engines because I'm going to go up and have a look at them in a minute. That's a Foden steam wagon. Right, there's looks like a Sentinel with the Gaslight and Coke Company, and the Pong lorries causing havoc. Those for a steam engine, those were pretty quick. I'm going to go take a look at these properly in a minute, but I've got to finish off with the. But so we get back and we see a AEC Mercury, so slightly more modern-ish. RJ Wallace and Sons. Just trying to think. I think I've seen this one before. And there's a diesel auto truck here. Looking at that, there's a Lister diesel auto truck. And if we go over here, we see a Bedford, and next to that is an Astro EXT Chevrolet, which I can't get a really good view of because of the way they parked it, but I think I've seen it before. Although maybe let's have a closer look at this, because not only I like the artwork on here, best thing about it is that's useful. Maybe I should get one because I know, yeah, what an unhappy world that is as well. But yeah, I had to have a look at that. But that just tells people the driver has a medical condition. So if I have a look at this, there's a GMC 100 truck on a more happier note, and by the looks of things We look at and we see a Land Rover Series 1, I think that's a Series 1. I'm gonna take another look at this Astro. Well, I like the fact it's got a sticker on it where it says about medical condition. I think that's what it's quite useful actually, because if something happens, as long as they told the DVLA about it as well, because you have to tell them if you've got a notifiable thing.
Hello, Jane. So, Billy is looking for you to discuss the water.
Right, I'm going to.
He's currently at.
So I'm going to finish it on the GMC 100 truck, 1951. So it's going to have a Jimmy 6 in it originally, so a 6-cylinder, like a blue flame or stove bolt as they call them. Split windscreen. It's pretty good, this. Pretty good. I actually quite like this. There's another steam engine behind, which looks like a steam Foden. There's a load of steam engines going past now, so I'm going to just video them quick and then go around. Okay, need to turn that down a bit. Yeah, so this is a Foden steam wagon called Enterprise, WJ King, Taunton, phone 3. And there's a steam apprentice driving it. That is the Wallace expansion engine, or Wallace. Now he's reversing down now. Well, I'm going to go to the next video in a minute.